the very center of all of this would be the individual, right? Who you're going to design for, because almost everything that you do in an organization, even in a company like mine, where really a B2B to C company is going to be individually impactful. So when we just started with the realization, and really the very first were our individual principles, which were that data belongs to people, right? So individuals own their data. Individuals should have the ability to control their data. Well, okay, all of the privacy people are going, yeah, yeah. And then individuals should have the ability to understand how their data is being used. And then they should also understand, and this one was really the interesting one, the benefits that they get from that data use. And that's where I think it sometimes comes off the rails a little bit, because I don't know that all of us are transparent enough, that we're clear enough in how we're using the data. And that's the harder one, right? I mean, we can try to have privacy notices. I'm not going to talk about that. We can try to do real-time privacy notices, but that doesn't always work. So how do you incorporate that into a product design that's based on data so individuals can really understand that? So once my organization came up with those four kind of guiding stars, I looked at everybody was so proud of themselves. I said, well, that's all very nice, guys, but they're going to turn around and say, well, that's nice, MasterCard, but what are you doing about it? And that's where our principles came out, which were really about, okay, privacy and security. And we were known for that. I mean, we're an organization that has to provide security, and we have to certainly do privacy well. But then when you get beyond that, what are we talking about? And it was really about being accountable for how we're going to use the data and be willing to talk about it and be transparent in what we're doing with the data. So those were the next two principles. Again, building on a lot of Marty's good work and the work of SIPL. And then it was really, okay, we also have to talk about that we're going to have integrity as we're using new tools and techniques. And that's when you get to things like AI and machine learning, and the integrity in the process of data quality, data lineage, accuracy, completeness, consistency in data. And then also talking about that you also innovate with data, and that data isn't static. And what are those innovation practices? And then getting to the research point where we started, data for social impact, right? For positive social change. And this was before COVID. And little did I know that that principle was going to really be important as we entered into COVID time. And then also as we move forward, making sure that you have inclusive data sets, which we really learned as we've been through COVID. And all of those principles really, really make a difference as you build practices for each different type of data set and each different context in which you use data.